What makes a villain? Is it their cruelty, their power, or is it the way they make you feel after the game is over?
It's all still rains. Hit the subscribe and leave a like. Whoa.
What's good, folks? We back. Today, we diving into the villains of Life is Strange. Listen, we seen villains manipulate people, destroy others, and it really left us wondering, how could they be so cold? But here's the twist. This isn't just about the most evil villain. This is more about the raw emotional impact. Coming in at our last spot, we got Victoria Chase. Now I know what some of y'all might be thinking. She not a real villain. And you know what? I somewhat think the same. But at the same time, you can't tell me that there wasn't some tension between there when she threw the paper at Kate Marsh. Yeah. Listen, from the very start of the game where I answered the question and she got mad, that's how I knew she was Max's number one op at the time. Now, Victoria, she did leave some type of impression, but it just didn't give off that much of an impression compared to all the other villains. Now, she do have some character development though. Good character, mid-villain. Next up at number 11, we got the gas station owner in Life is Strange 2. We talking about Hank Stamper. Listen, he's not a major character, but the way he treats Sean and Daniel, it kind of leaves an impression that represents the worst of humanity. And it reminds me, Sean and Daniel just face danger that's existing in the entire world. Listen, this guy, I can't say too much about him, but his main objective is to make you mad. And for me, you know what? He did make me mad. That's why I kicked him in his forehead. But as a character, he's pretty basic, let's be honest. But he did convey that feeling of anger, which was his purpose. Now let's talk about another basic character. We got Chad Mullet. Now if you don't remember Chad Mullet, that's the person who pulled Sean Diaz over while he was sleeping, and he beat him up for no reason. Listen, he had a reputation of the hate and ignorance that makes the brother's journey even more dangerous. But let's get out the bum territory. We get into somebody a little more interesting. At our number 9 spot, we got Frank and Beans. On the surface, Frank is a small-time dealer, but when you dig deeper, you realize that he's way more complicated than you think. Because Frank, his unpredictable nature, makes him a consistent threat, and you never really know when he's gonna go off like a ticking time bomb. Because not only is Chloe facing the loss of Rachel, but Frank Bowers, he facing the loss too. That's why in Before the Storm, this man was so calm, and he didn't seem like a villain at all. But hey, as time grew, he spoiled like sour milk. He got a little sour after he misses his Rachel or whatever. Listen, I don't know what they got going on, but I'm still calling the cops. Now, at our number 8 spot, we got James Amber. He's not the traditional villain by any means, but his betrayal of Rachel is kind of an emotional gut punch in Before the Storm. Listen, because you know, as a father, he supposed to protect her, but instead he lies, manipulates her, and kind of betrays her in a way. Cause that's messed up. When I think about that, I just think that's messed up. This man really took Rachel Amber's mother and made her keep doing them drugs when she didn't want to be doing them. So you know what? He definitely left me feeling some type of way. But coming in on our next spot, at number 7, we got the Typhoon Mining Company. Now, listen, I know what you're thinking. The corporation villains, they don't have a face, but the damage they caused, it was massive. Typhoon, it was responsible for the explosion that killed Gabe, and they really tried to sit up here and cover everything. And I know this might not be that villain that we are looking for, because we can't put a face to a name. But I'm telling you, when this happened in Life is Strange True Colors, I was like, man, imagine in real life how many companies might do something like this. So this really got me thinking about conspiracy theories. So for that, yeah, it needed this number 7 spot. Now at our next spot, coming in at number 6, we got somebody who is here because he's an actual villain, whereas the others, they were villains, but you could argue that they were just trying to do the best for what they thought was right. Yeah, I don't think so. But number 6, we got Damian Merrick. From Before the Storm. Listen, Merrick, he's violent, unpredictable, and at the start, we seen how he backhand that guy. You know, he come off as that guy that you really don't want to cross, and his influence over Rachel and Chloe's lives is kind of scary. Listen, every time he on screen, you know you feel the tension rising, because Damian cruelty, it what makes him stand out as an actual villain. Hey, if he on screen, you know something bad about to happen. You know what? No, I can't let this slide. Damian, he's not a memorable villain, so I'm gonna have to move him back behind James Amber. So yeah, James Amber, you get all the way up here in front of the Tycoon. Now at our number 5 spot, this person, he's also kinda like, is he really a villain? Constraints 2, we talking about Meryl. He was the leader of the illegal cannabis farm. You know, he let Sean and Daniel work for them, but you know, the heist, it was orchestrated by Finn, and Finn, he basically turned Meryl into a full-grown villain. And the moment things went wrong, you felt that scene right there. It got your heart racing, because Meryl put out the 12 gauge. He was ready to blast on him. But to be honest, I'm not putting Meryl right here. I'm putting Finn here. Yeah, I just said it. Finn, the reason, because at the end of the day, Meryl, he was trying to help out. He was trying to help out Sean, and he already didn't like that Daniel was there with him, because he didn't feel like kids should be in that type of facility. And to be honest, he was just doing what he felt was right. And when you trying to steal from somebody, hey, I'm not calling him the villain. Finn, you the villain. Hey, I'm sorry if you a Finn fan, but he's a villain. Accept it. Next up, at our number 4 spot, we got Nathan Prescott. We know Nathan is a victim of his own circumstances, pressured by his family, manipulated by Jefferson, but that don't excuse his actions now. You know, Nathan, he was a key part to the entire story. And not only that, listen, I knew he was trouble when I saw him headbutt Warren the first time. Like, this man really just went up and headbutt him. Listen, I don't know about you, but if somebody already headbutting folks just casually like that, they already going to cuckoo town. So him, number 4 spot, it's a good spot for him. He up high, and he where he need to be. Now number 3, we got Jed Lucan. Listen, Jed from Life is Strange True Color, he started off as a trusted figure, and you know, he was that father figure to Alex, and his betrayal, it was shocking. When you find out he was responsible for the explosion that killed Gabe, and he covered it up to protect himself, it's like, you know, I feel like it get a little personal, because I thought Jed was real cool, and to find out that this man did that, it was a little bit of a gut punch. Now, at our number 2 spot, we got Elizabeth Fisher from Life is Strange 2. Listen, she the cult leader who manipulated her followers and gave Daniel that bowl cut. Like, she really messed up my boy head. At that point right there, I knew she was the biggest op. Listen, it was a little terrifying, and watching Sean trying to break the control that she had over Daniel, it was like, oh. Listen, Elizabeth, she was self-righteous, and it makes her dangerous, and she truly believed that she was saving people. She kind of brainwashed herself as she was brainwashing Daniel. And to be honest, during this scene, I was just getting mad, because Sean just taking a beating the whole time. Like, you just watching this happen. Like, the mom, she was there, she just watching it. Oh, Sean, oh, how I wish they stopped punching you in your face. Let me not do nothing about it. I feel like maybe she could have threw hands with Elizabeth or something while you just watching. And you come here and throw hands with me? You know what, for that, I'd have put the mom on this list. She didn't throw hands, but she came, nah. You know what? Let's move on before she end up being number 1 on this list. We got Mark Jefferson. It gotta be Mark Jefferson. Listen, he's the mastermind behind the dark room. Jefferson, he the villain. He make your skin crawl. He just, he a little charismatic, manipulative, and he kind of the complete villain. His actions horrifying, and the way that he hides behind the mask, like the facade he puts on, that he just this good guy. every scene with Mark Jefferson, it just get tense and more tense after he's revealed. So I kind of wanted to put him number 2, but I thought about it. Nah, Mark Jefferson, most definitely number 1. Now back on to Sean Diaz's mom, Karen Reynolds. I had to look it up for a second. Yeah, you know what? She might just need an honorable mention on this spot. So her honorable mention, not for the stuff she did in the past. I don't care about that. That, you know, she was trying to find herself. But I'm talking about when she getting down there at the court and she ain't throw hands with Elizabeth. She just watched Sean Diaz take a beat down. So for that, you get an honorable mention. But if you like the video, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. And if you want to see more Life is Strange content, I got a lot more. And I got a lot more planned. Listen, the new game ain't came out just 2 yet. So, hey, I might add them on the list later on down the line. But with that being said, we out.